War on Corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Okay, we are simulcasting the second half of the syndicated radio show. I'm here live Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 12 noon to 4 p.m. weekdays. And we simulcast at least the last 2 hours. Some days we do the whole show. Simulcasting in living color, the radio show turns into a slash TV show at prisonplanet.tv. I want to thank all the prisonplanet.tv supporters out there that are members. And all the listeners listening, of course, on the radio as well. We're going to take a few calls, finish up with Sherry and others. Phil Berg is coming up. I haven't in months covered the birther issue, his birth certificate, because I wanted to sit back and really study it first. And I've been studying it now for a year. And I can say that where there's smoke, there's fire. They're covering up, they're hiding something. And I can say that with pretty much certainty now, it looks like he probably was born in Kenya. And this is becoming a major issue. And so now we're going to tackle it. And the new Obama film also gets into it some. I wanted to make a film just on all the other bad stuff he's doing, because they always say no one will attack his real policies. That's totally made up. We do go over the policies and the deceit and the corruption. But Phil Berg's coming up. Sherry in Texas was talking about the squalene and other chemicals they put in vaccines, not just the mercury or aluminum, that cause the autoimmune disease and that cause the body to attack itself. And how suddenly out of the blue, tens of millions of Americans are getting these autoimmune diseases. And I remember during the approval, during the trials of Gardasil, the human papillomavirus, live cancer virus vaccine, you know, why were they pushing this national vaccine for something that kills 3,000 people a year? That's not that many for cancer, way down the list, very easily treatable. The vaccine itself didn't protect, they admitted, against most strains of the virus. So it made no sense till you realize that Merck's cold-blooded eugenicist with all the other stuff they do. And then these women were taking it, and they were bleeding out of all their orifices and getting these red rashes and having an autoimmune disease where the body just attacks itself. And then after your body kind of burns out, then you don't have any immune system left. First it goes crazy, and they're in wheelchairs and they're dying. And I keep talking about this. You know, Google for folks right now on screen, guys, Gardasil deaths or Gardasil autoimmune. I mean, they know it does this. But the drug company got government immunity. And so this lady, Sherry, was bringing up, for people that just joined us, she's been doing her own research off what we talked about with what these immune activators like squalene and others do. Tell folks more about it in closing.
Well, basically, they're antigen sparing, which means that they claim that this is wonderful because we get to reduce the amount of vaccine that we need for the dose. But what they really mean by antigen sparing is they're putting an adjuvant in there. And,
yeah, it turns your immune system way up so it recognizes the tiny amount of cancer virus they put in you.
Exactly. They say it boosts a more robust response and words like that, and that's kind of creepy. But they like to make things that are horrible sound good. They say like their strategic goal is to expand the supply of pre-pandemic and pandemic influenza vaccines, but their specific aim is to determine whether the antigens can be used safely and effectively with adjuvants. They specifically mention the adjuvants, and they've never been approved in the United States. The adjuvant squalene has never been approved. That's pretty scary. It's never been approved.
But they've been given FDA waivers under the pandemic emergency to put it in there.
Yeah, that's like giving someone immunity for murder premeditatively.
These are eugenicists. Great point, Sherry. Glad you checked out the info for yourself and found out it was far worse than I was even saying. It always is, folks. I don't have words to describe it. One has to see the Matrix. One can't be told about it.